Hello, welcome to the Weekly Economic Snapshot. Today, we'll look at America's trade with Mexico and Canada. By total volume of trade, imports plus exports, Canada is the largest trading partner of the United States, followed by Mexico. China is third. Our trade ties reflect geography and cultural links, but also diplomatic efforts to promote economic integration. A trade agreement between the US and Canada took effect in 1989. This was followed by the North American Free Trade Agreement, or NAFTA, between the US, Canada, and Mexico in 1994. In 2000, NAFTA was revised and renamed the US-Mexico-Canada Agreement, or USMCA. Trade agreements lower trade barriers like tariffs, which are taxes on imports. In the case of NAFTA, U.S. tariffs on Mexican goods were already low, but Mexico had higher tariffs on U.S. goods that were reduced by the agreement. Perhaps more importantly, by enshrining the limitation of trade barriers in a treaty, trade agreements give businesses certainty to make long-term investments. NAFTA was very controversial. An independent presidential candidate in the 1992 election named Ross Perot said it would lead to jobs leaving the U.S. for Mexico. He memorably described this as a giant sucking sound. Many factors influence the economy, and while economists generally believe that international trade is beneficial overall, those benefits are not always universally shared, and some within a country can be made worse off even as others gain from it. That said, the U.S. economy generally did well in the years after NAFTA went into effect. Employment in U.S. motor vehicle and parts manufacturing increased after the agreement. The automotive industry has achieved a high degree of integration across North America. Vehicles assembled in the U.S. often have parts from Mexico and Canada. In 2023, motor vehicles and parts accounted for $59 billion of U.S. exports to Canada and $28 billion of our exports to Mexico. The U.S. imported $129 billion from Mexico and $56 billion from Canada in this category. Although the U.S. is producing oil at record levels, we still do import some, and Canada is our largest source, and it accounts for all of the foreign crude oil that is imported into the Rocky Mountain region. Mexico is America's largest source of imported fruits and vegetables, and it is the top destination for U.S. exports of corn and wheat. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.